Okay, each column properties and how to rename, how to provide an alias name, how to pass an null value, and how to see the date parameters. What is the default date? How to restrict for a specific dates in a range? How to change Oracle date format, which is another state language, which is American. And the parameters we have seen the dependency parameters between two parameters. Is anyone tried the dependency parameters? Did you get any challenges? Did anyone try dependency parameters? Ashwini, Vishal.
No challenges, sir. Easily work.
No one tried?
Try, but easily work. I got it down.
It's working, right?
All right.
Okay, then no problem. Great. Okay, and we have seen the summary columns, how to perform aggregate functions like, min, max, count, and summary, some related, etc. Now we'll add the more. We'll see the functional, formula column. Then after we'll see the bursting concept, how we can implement the bursting. Okay. Now, so in order to connect to the reports and analytics tools, and this is reports and analytics. This is a browse catalog. So that it will connect Oracle transactional business intelligence screen. Shade folders, and our target folder is something GP10 reports. This is our report, and this is invoice report. Yesterday we have been created, and we have applied a couple of summary columns. Now we'll try to apply the formula column. So what is the formula column? Why formula column will come into picture? What is the significance of the formula column? Anyone?
For any calculation.
Sorry?
Calculation purpose.
Yeah, exactly. The calculation purpose. And if our database column is not meet our business requirement, if we want to apply some calculations on top of our database column, then we will use these formula columns, and this formula column will act as same as our table column, and it will repeat same as our record. Okay. Whereas your aggregate functions will display as a grouping criteria like that. After the result, you are able to see your aggregate functions. Whereas formula columns will repeat same as your table level column, and it will repeat same as your record for each record. Okay. So in order to create a formula column, it's a group level menu. There is a add element by expression. The group level properties, you can see add element by expression f of x. F of x is nothing but the formula column. Same here also you can see add element by expression. If you see the result here, just we will observe the result here. Something amount paid is 0 at header level. So I'm trying to multiply with 100 where it is, wherever it is 0. Something just add element by expression. This is XX amount paid. Your formula column name, display name, data type integer, and this formula column selecting is the group G1. So these are all G1 related columns here. So this is amount paid. Just select this and shuffle to the right side expression screen, and you can add into here whichever operator you need. Just you can add the operator or type the operator, and something I'm multiplying with 100. Something multiplying with 100. Just click on.
But amount paid is 0. So it will show it 0 actually. Add it.
Sorry,
in all row it's 0 amount paid. So it will always show 0.
Add, right?
Yeah.
This is your formula column. Just try to edit properties. Just click on OK. Just the data. So now you can see this is a virginal column, and this is your manipulated column. Amount paid, XX amount paid. So just it will add the value. If value is not there, it is also blank. The way here you can add the formula columns, not only like this, of x, properties, and here there are functions are available. You can use these many functions. You can use concat, nvl, sum, string. You can use nvl expression 1, expression 2. So I'm use nvl expression 1, amount paid, comma 0. If amount paid is not there, then I'm trying to pass as a 0. Click on data, view. So here if you see earlier it is amount paid is blank, now it is 0. Then on top of this you can multiply if you want, or if you want to addition something, you can add the values whichever you want. Okay. The way
we can create the formula column at the report level also, right, Vijay?
report level.
Outside. Yeah, means outside the group in report level.
Report level means
not group level, not group level. It's a you calculated at the group level, right?
it's a group level, exactly.
Yeah. So we can create it to report level also in global level function or not?
Global level. So if you see here also.
Oh, yeah, it is. It is.
Here also you can available. Okay. On top of these columns, you can create your formula columns.
Okay, got it.
Okay. For each group, it will available this formula column. Just you can add the same. This is unit price, amount in unit price. If you want to calculate, this is line amount. This is integer, and this is amount in something unit price. Okay, amount multiplying with unit price. So I can see it's a total line amount. There is a validate expression button is available. Just try to click on validate expression. It will say this is a valid expression. Just click on OK. Now this is a total line amount gets created. It will be repeat for each record of your result set. Okay, this is just total line amount multiplying with unit price. Okay, so this is all about formula columns. This is very simple. Just you can perform the calculations on top of your existing result set, and it will repeat for each record. It's clear? Any doubts, any clarifications here? The formula columns and summary columns.
So how can we use if statement like conditions in report?
Conditions, right? So here, whichever is available here, just you can use this. Apart from this, you cannot use anything here. You can use concat. There is no case here. You cannot use conditionals. You can use these existing functions only.
If we are going to use if statement like if condition or and get some one example. So
Yeah, this is and, right? This is and or not, and there is no if conditions are available here. You can use
at the top of this.
This is NVLG1 amount paid, right?
I think maybe when you select the data type as a boolean, you will be able to see the if condition.
I'm going to say string, these data types, right? When you select the string, again you can.
Yes, at the top. Yeah.
Yes, yes. If expression. Can use if expression. If invoice amount are not used. If G1 amount is not equal to 0. It would work. I'm also not used here. It's not available. The operator. Wrong number of arguments expected to be 3. If wrong number of arguments occurs, receivable invoice amount. Wrong number of arguments expected to be 3. Do we have any case condition for enable here? Other than if concat string, this concat we can use directly. Concat one string to another string, directly you can add the values here. This is condition, I will get back to you. Not sure how.
Get integer data type and then use if it is used.
For which one? If condition.
Yes, and like data type is integer and then use if statement.
For string we are able to see, right? If when you select an integer, it's there. If
Yeah, there is if.
and this will not have any much. For all we do have these many functions only. I'm not sure if how we can use. And
I think there is more function if you make the font a little bit and make the display at 80%. Maybe down, maybe there is more function over there. After substring, there is more function. If you see, yeah, display size, make the display size 75. Let's see how many functions are there.
75.
Yeah, display size, because it is not completing this screen is big.
Decrease the size length.
You mean to say the resolution?
Screen,
No,
yeah,
Resolution. Yes, resolution.
yeah, resolution.
This is
Yeah,
75.
yeah. Just now check the function.
Okay, you mean to say.
Yeah, see, there
Yes,
is a
sir.
lot of functions are there.
Increase the
see.
file.
Date, format,
Yeah.
format number is available. But we do have any expressions related case?
There might be more video.
Case is not there. Let me decrease somewhat. Little bit.
And replace.
Decode and replace.
To replace. Yeah.
Decode and replace is there.
Decode is also
Decode.
here. Yeah.
Then search, result, and default. Decode of search, result, and search, and default. In general, decode will work like this. If invoice you can go for amount. Let's say if amount paid is 0, then I'm trying to print invoice amount. Else I'm trying to print something 100. When does it work? We'll see.
It will work.
You get any confirmation? Yeah, the valid expression. If the amount paid is 0, then I'm trying to pass invoice amount, else I'm trying to print 100. In general, we will not use these functions in real time. Mostly we will applying these functions to a SQL statement itself, because this if, else, and this not, max, in, and this decode, replace, format, dates would be available SQL functions, right? In general, we can use those functions against on the SQL statement itself. We will not use these functions directly in the real time. Very rare scenarios we will use, but mostly we can use these summary columns and count and summary columns. These both aggregate functions we will use in the real time in order to perform the grand totals. Okay. So this is invoice amount is 0, where it is. We applied the line level, right?
Teacher, can we add aggregate column on the formula column?
Can we add aggregate column?
On the formula column, like say we calculate something at a row level and then we can use that for the aggregate.
Yeah, this is now an aggregate column, right?
Yeah, but that is on the direct database column, right?
Yeah, so here also we can use, for example, this is our aggregate column.
Yes.
Now just put the add element expression, line total, line count is there. See here. These you can again apply as a formula column.
And so now like we have double X amount paid as a formula column. Can we have a global aggregate on that?
This amount paid, right? Yes.
Yeah.
You can.
Okay, thanks.
You can perform the same. Okay. So this is formula columns. Okay. Very rare scenarios we can get a chance to implement these, use these formula columns. In general, we will apply the SQL functions directly on top of your SQL statements. Okay. So almost we pretty much covered all data model properties like list of values, parameters, and dependency parameters and all. And we have covered how to create the reports and various report layouts. So now before going to the busting, first we'll see how to create Excel layout. We covered RTF layout, right? Now we'll see how to create an Excel layout. So instead of this is supplier report 1. Okay. For an Excel report, same concept, we need to install BAP Publisher. When you install BAP Publisher software, it would be enabled against your Word and your Excel apps. Okay, so this is BAP Publisher. Now I'm trying to download XML tags here. This is my data model. This is my suppliers. Just try to view the data and export it. So this is my XML tags downloaded to the local machine. Okay, just sorry. You please mute if you're not talking. Okay, now just select the sample XML and try to upload your XML tags, whichever you have been downloaded. Okay, so this is successfully downloaded. Now here, this is the field. Just click on the field here. Metadata sheet will be created after uploading the XML tags to the Excel. Just click on the field. The metadata sheet.
Vijay, we can't see anything other than the download file.
Is everyone facing issue?
Yes.
Yes.
Download the file in next motion.
I think your screen page.
Let me share again. Are you able to see screen? Now I'm on Oracle application screen.
Yes, yes.
So this is our XML tags. When you click on export, it will download XML tags to local machine. Okay. Now navigate to the Excel and just click on the sample XML here. Just upload the XML tags, whichever you have been downloaded. Just click on the field so that you can see all your XML tags here. This is the data DS followed by the parameters. This is a group 1 followed by your columns. I'm trying to insert one column. Before that, you can add vendor ID, add the columns, vendor ID, and something enabled flag and supplier number, vendor site code. This is effective start date. and effective end date. Need to add the columns like this. Now this is vendor ID. Select the vendor ID cell and just navigate to the field screen. Just click on the insert. Insert. Data sheet will be created, right? This is not inserting the data here. This is the browser. It's already inserted data. Select all sheets. It should enable the metadata sheet, which we can see all our XML tags here. It should be unhide. Just click on the repeating group. This is G1 group. Just try to view the data, which is in Excel. Output and Excel. There is something issue with Excel. Null pointer exception. Not sure why this Excel. This is a problem with BAP Publisher for especially Excel plugin. It's not easily enabled on your Excel app. If enabled, we may see a couple of issues here.
Vijay, do we need to copy that file from BIP folder when we install? It is available, right? That metadata you are looking for metadata file sheet.
Metadata file, it will be enabled by default. When you click on the field here,
Okay.
when you click on the field, automatically, if we got in a prompt, right, metadata sheet will be created. Very first time if you see.
Vijay, can you right click on that file and open with an Excel and try once?
Let me try once again with a new sheet. This is BAP Publisher, sample XML, and this is my XML file. When you click on the field here,
Right.
you are not getting the prompt. Here it should be get a prompt. Metadata sheet will be created.
You get that when you insert. When we insert a field, we will get the prompt, right?
No.
Let's
Yes.
try.
If the metadata sheet will be created, this unhide should be enabled here.
Yeah.
When unhide, when you click on unhide, here itself one sheet will be created, which is XTO metadata.
That's what you can just try opening that XML by right clicking open with and as an Excel. That is another way I tried. It opened for me.
Okay, can you guide me?
Yeah, can you close this? Can you go to the downloads?
I think that
just
will just
click on
open
that
the
up arrow. Just
XML data.
up arrow. Click on that up arrow. You see on that XML next to XML, right? Yeah, right click, open with. There will be an option with open with.
Excel.
Select the Excel. Yeah,
Actually,
choose.
only open the data in Excel, right?
Yeah, it will just open the data.
It would create an Excel template. For Excel template, usually when you insert the first field, that's when metadata gets created.
Very first time I got that message. Not sure. don't think it should be work here.
Vijay, can we check the name manager if it's appearing there?
Name manager.
Yeah.
This is when you open XML, add an XML table. Click on okay. Okay. Okay.
It is just
Like this. This is your complete XML data which you open in a Excel, but this is not designed. You need to BAP publisher.
Yeah.
Right.
Vijay, can we try like loading the data and then see the name managers under formula? Formulas.
Where it is?
The menu. Yeah, and then we have name manager. Yeah.
What is that?
So, yeah, and maybe edit.
No, this won't help.
No, it's not appearing.
The XML also successfully got loaded here. See the output.
Just try inserting a field and see if that message comes again.
The issue with plugin only. It's not issue with our data.
Can you drag and drop and see if it works?
If you drag and drop, this is the outcome result.
No. In the Excel itself, that field. Let me go back. You're seeing those fields, right?
Drag and drop, right? No, this drag and drop won't work here.
Oh, okay.
Insert.
Metadata sheet is not created.
Yeah. Metadata sheet will not be created here. Not sure why it is not working.
Got it.
So generally the way, just add the columns here and insert the data here. Let's assume vendor ID. If you get any chance, just try to track your tags looks like this when you add.
Which usually Oracle provides that sample blank Excel template. Okay, I just shared the path. Could you please try whether it is available or not? Because usually when we do for embedded BI system, we copy this file locally.
Generally, this Excel plugin will not work as expected here. I have installed n number of BAP published software. At last one got succeeded. Sometime it will work, sometime it won't work. You can try from your end. You can face the issue.
Usually, like Amit said, if we are opening that template which Oracle is providing, so that is I think in 97 to 1000 model Excel.
Yeah, that is
Only
depends on your
then
operating system again.
No, it only Excel template only comes up if the Excel is saved in that format, and then it comes because we have done a number of Excel templates for in JD.
Samples. There is no Excel templates here.
Folder is missing at your end.
Folder is still missing.
That is the reason it's not activated.
It should be worked. Earlier, I have been developed Excel templates with this. No problem. I will try. I will reinstall one more that time. I will let you know tomorrow. If not, I will get another laptop. I will show you. This is very simple. Just you can insert the columns from metadata and just select this row and just click on the repeating group so that it will show the group names here. This is as of now, G1 group is available. This is the for each. Just click on OK. Then for each can be applied on this row and you can see the same for each on your metadata sheet. Simply it will repeat the data for all the records and you are able to see expected output. That is it. If not, I will get another laptop and I will show you. See something there is error. Okay. Now we'll see the busting concepts.
Vijay, before we move ahead, like one important point when we develop a report is like data segregation. So like because in Artwell we know like we have ledgers which work on I mean there are reports which work at the level of ledgers, ledger sets, and similarly operating units, and then MOSE, right?
Yes, there is
So
a mobile concept here. If you want to
mm,
segregate the data operating unit wise, here we are replacing the business units. That is business unit concept. We will see the everyday process. Here, only you need to segregate data with the help of the parameters. No
okay,
mobile
so
concept.
are we going to cover that part like in any of the
So
sessions?
we'll see the business unit ledgers and ledger sets with an everyday process.
Okay.
Those concepts, the high level business, high level enterprise structure, we'll see at everyday process. Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. And there is no mobile concept here. Everything you can achieve with help of the parameters only. For example, when you set F&D global as some tabs installations, right? Or invoke set policy context, so that you are able to see the data of business operating unit wise. So here there is no concept, there is no profile values and all. Simply you can add a business unit parameters from fun all business units v table, fun all business units v table, or you can see operating units table. No problem. We'll see the
O-
same details at security context level when we're working with everyday process. These concepts will
Okay.
when you're working with everyday process.
Okay, so we can achieve that like if a user has access to only 2 business units or 1 business unit, so he would be able to see only that data, right? Or
Yeah, that data. No. You can able to see all the data for reporting perspective. But whereas application perspective, you can able to see the data for only 2 business units.
but then from report standpoint also like it will be a
No,
requirement,
at
right?
the report standpoint of view, you need to add a business unit parameter.
Mm, okay,
Okay,
but but
you need to restrict those 2 business unit against your parameter.
yeah, correct.
Okay.
Okay, anyway, that we'll be seeing. Yeah, fine. Thank you.
Okay. This is the busting, same as your Oracle R12 application concept, but here in the Fusion application, this is enhanced a lot. Oracle is simplified very easily, and the Oracle came up with many more features when you compare with R12 busting functionality. So first we'll see the busting definition and what are the features are available and what are the properties we need to use in order to implement the busting concept. Okay. So first we'll see busting is a process of splitting the data into the blocks, generating documents for each block, whichever splitting the data into the blocks. For that block, it will try to generate a document and delivering the documents to one or more destinations. So they will try to deliver the documents to one or more destinations. Here the destinations is nothing but it could be email, fax, HTTP, FTP, SFTP, and something WebADV or UCM, Universal Content Management. These are the destinations which you can deliver the data, whichever you are splitting the data into the blocks, and the blocks of the data will convert as a documents. Okay. The data for the report is generated by executing a query once and then splitting the data based on the key value. For each block of the data, a separate document is generated and delivered. So how the data is generated is nothing but by executing an SQL statement query. By using an SQL statement, we are trying to generate the data, and how it is splitting the data is nothing but based on the key value. There is a key value, there is a key column is available in our SQL statement. Based on the key value, we are trying to splitting the data against our main data set. Okay. The same again here. Here we do have split by, delivery by, and delivery query, 3 components available. The same concept, split by and delivery by, how you want to split by the data and how you want to delivery by the data. Nothing but how you want to delivery by the documents, whichever you split by data. The split by element is an element from the data that will govern how the data is split. For example, a split of batch, to split a batch of invoices by each invoice, you may use an element called customer ID. The data set must be sorted or grouped by this element. Okay. The delivery by element is the element from the data that will govern how formatting and delivery options are applied. In the invoice example, it is likely that each invoice will have a delivery criteria determined by the customer. Therefore, the delivery by element also may be customer ID. In general, in the real-time scenarios, mostly we can use split by and delivery by the same columns. Okay, it could be invoice ID, it could be vendor ID, it could be vendor site ID. So whichever you are, how you want to split the data, how you want to deliver by the data, you can set it as a columns. The delivery query is an SQL query that you define for BA publisher to construct the delivery XML data file. The query must return the formatting and delivery details. The SQL statement can contain your, how to split the data, how to deliver by the data. Those type of instructions we are maintaining in one of SQL statement. In our Fusion application, the complete busting logic will be working with the help of an SQL statement. Okay. So this is our delivery XML looks like row set row. This is the key, template, your template name, locale, your template language, output format, delivery channel. You need to hard code the delivery channel. This is the time zone. This is the calendar, output name, save output, parameter 1 to 10, and row set. This is the properties. If you see here, the key, we'll see a couple of properties about these keys, template, locale, and so on. So key is the delivery key and must match by the delivery by element. Okay. The busting engine uses the key to link delivery criteria to a specific section of the busted data. This is the template. Template is name of your layout. Nothing but whichever you have created the report against the layout, right? This is your template name, nothing but your layout name. Note that the value is the layout name, not the template file name. Your layout name, not your template name. Okay. This is locale, whichever locale you are uploaded your template, the same language you need to take here. For example, English US. When you upload template with English United States, nothing but English US. When you upload with an English, only it should be English. Output format is output format. For a description of type, you can see the various output format: HTML, CSV, PDF, XML, eText, CSV, whichever you want, you can hardcode the output format. This is save output, indicates whether to save the output documents to be a published history tables that the output can be viewed and downloaded from the report job history page. This is, I will show you where the report job history page will come into picture. So varied values are true and false. By default, this is true, nothing but when you perform your busting functionality, if you want to see this output in future, nothing but those information will be captured in your table. By default, this save output is true. When you set it as a false, your information will not capture in table. In future, if you want to see the output, it won't available. Okay. Delivery channel is a delivery method. The varied values are email, fax, file, FTP, print, and web-AD. These are the delivery channels you can use. Whereas in Article, you can use, I guess, as my knowledge, email, FTP, I guess. Fax also available in Article. I'm not sure. Here, Oracle came up with, WebADB, print, FTP, file, fax, email, and, UCM. This is the time zone, you can set it. Calendar, output name is the name that will be assigned to the output file in the report job history. Okay, these all the properties I will show you when you are schedule a job. This is a delivery channel email. Okay, when you set a delivery channel as an email, all these delivery channels are derived with help of parameter concepts. Okay, all the delivery channels will drive with help of parameter concept. Parameter 1 to 10 will come into picture. When you use any delivery channels, these parameter 1 to 10 will be changed against your delivery channel. Let's take an example. If you use a delivery channel as an email, okay, then parameter 1 to 8 will come into picture. Parameter 1 will be represented as the email address. Parameter 2 is the CC, 3 is the from, 4 is in a subject, 5 is a message body, 6 is the attachment to or false, parameter 7 is reply to, and 8 is BCC. 9 and 10 are not being used. Okay. Then when you use in a printer delivery channel, then parameter 1 and 4, 1 to 4 will come into picture. 1 is the printer group, 2 is the printer name, and 3 is how many copies you want to take, and 4 the valid values like single side, double side, and parameter 7 to 10 will not be used. The same way when used in a fax delivery channel, then parameter 1 is the fax server name and 2 is the fax number. And this is delivery channel file, the directory and the file name. And FTP or SFTP, you can use this FTP related options like parameter 1 is server name, 2 is the username, 3 is the password, 4 is the remote directory, 5 is the remote file name, and 6 is secure FTP or not. The rest of is not used. This is WebADB, and this is sample SQL statement for busting. Okay, so this is select and so on SQL statement. You can use the key as your key name, template, locale, output format, delivery channel. When I use delivery channel email, when I stating here delivery channel email, then parameter 1 to 8 will come into picture. So whichever mandatory for email related, you can use these parameters here. Parameter 1 is the email address, 2 is so and so, 3, 4 is the subject, and something 5 is email body, 6 is through attachment. We are trying to adding the attachment. Parameter 6, 7 is the PCC, and from customers or from dual table. You can use this SQL statement in order to satisfy busting functionality. So before that,
Vijay, like this sample, do you have for SFTP also?
SFTP, yeah, I will show you SFTP. I will show you the two functionalities. One is SFTP and one is email functionality. To replace with proper codes. Okay. So before going this busting, first we'll see how to schedule in a report so that you can understand a couple of properties of your busting. So this is our report. Okay. Just try to open the report. Are you able to see the result? You are able to see the report. Okay, just try to edit the report. Let's go to the catalog. Here, the more, there is a schedule option is available. In order to schedule your BAP report, just click on the schedule. This is your report. Couple of tabs are available in your schedule screen. This is your report is nothing but your XTO path. This is your XTO path, and these are the parameters. If you want, you can select the parameters. This is output tab. So here you can see this is complete your when you add a layouts. When you add a layout, when you click on the view list, the same table you are able to see, right? The same table here also you can see. This is the name, nothing but your layout name, sorry, your output name. This is the layout. How many layouts you have, you can select if you have more than one layout, so that you can select whichever layout you want to apply. This is the format. If you want to change the format runtime, you can change. This is locale, whichever language you want, time zone, calendar, and save output by default true. The same properties here also you can see here. See here. The template, locale, output format, and time zone, calendar, and output name, and save output. The same options you are able to see: the name, layout, format, locale, time zone, calendar, and save output. These information we need to provide in our busting SQL statement along with your delivery channel information to format the data. Okay. So when you're trying to schedule this report, here you can see the destination. So by default, you can send an email or you can perform these destination type delivery channels here by default. Without the busting also, you can send a consolidated output email to the respective recipients. For example, if I want to send my output to the respective email functionality, just select the destination type email, just click on add the destination. So this is output type. This is output one. You are able to see nothing but I'm trying to add my attachment. That by default is true. Now you can hard code your email ID. This is blank, reply to blank, subject, supplier report, and request delivery status notification, and the message. Find something supplies. This is your, delivery channel for email. The same way, if you want to save this output into or copy the output to the FTP server, add the destination, select as FTP and add the destination. You can see FTP servers here. Couple of FTP servers you are able to see here. So how you are able to see these FTP servers is nothing but other than email. Okay, if you want to go for an FTP, just open the duplicate session. Just navigate to the administration section. First, you need to register your FTP against your managed BAP publisher in the administration. This is managed BAP publisher. And this is a delivery section. And this is FTP. So here you need to configure your FTPs here. You need to configure FTPs. Okay. For example, this is my SFTP, one of the server. You need to test the connection. You need to provide server name, source details, and everything, whichever you want. Just you can provide your FTP details and configure your FTP. This is one of the FTP which you can working on it. Let's see. Test the connection. Is not working. Okay, I will get one FTP tomorrow. So here first you need to register the FTPs. So whichever FTPs are available here, you can see all the FTP details here. And select the FTP and provide your path and file name and your FTP username and the password. So that FTP can be satisfied. Okay. Now, once you provided these details, this is not mandatory, optional. So what is the difference between your busting and these delivery channels is nothing but your busting is nothing but based on the condition, you can invoke your busting logic. But whereas this is your consolidated output you are sending to the respective emails or FTP. I want to generate each invoice for each customer. But the same it's not possible to achieve with your this logic, right? In this logic, it's not possible to divide the each invoices for each customer. Whereas when you use the busting, based on the key value, you need to divide the value for each customer ID. So this is your consolidated output will send to the destination types. Okay. And this is schedule. If you want to schedule, you can use the schedule options based on these options. As of now, we are submitting as a rundown, which is ad hoc base. This is a notification. Once it is succeeded, I want to hard code to I want to get a notification based on my report job status. Notify by email address when report is completed, when report completed with warnings, when report failed, when report skipped. So whenever this status is satisfied, you will get an email to your notification. Just try to submit. You can provide any user defined name. Okay, report job name, any user defined name, just click on OK. So and so job successfully submitted, just click on OK. Just click on the return. And the catalog. and this is a more, and just you can click on history. Earlier we clicked on navigated to schedule. Now you can navigate to the history so that you can see your scheduled information. This is your history screen. This is your history screen, whichever you are successfully scheduled. The way the busting save output. Save output indicates whether to save the output documents to be a publisher history tables that the output can be viewed and downloaded from the report job history page. This is your report job history page. By default, it is true. If you remember, the last we do have one of checkboxes, save output is, which is enabled, true. By default, this is enabled. Okay, if you set it as a false in your SQL statement, you won't see this history screen for your report. So always it should be enabled. By default is true. Okay, so this is your job name. Just click on the job name and the status is success, and this is starting time, this is ending time, this is submitted by so and so user. This is my job. So this is my report job ID, report name, sorry, report job name. This is my report job name. The status is success. It will took minimal optimal time, which is 2.837 seconds. The starting time, ending time. And this is parameter, supplier number all, site is all, something start date. This is output name, template, format, locale, time zone, calendar, status. Just expand the output. We are set it as an email functionality, right? This is from address, this is to address, and this is subject, and the status is success. So if you want to see the output, just click on the output hyperlink here. This is your output. This is your output. The same you can see against your, see here. Very first you can see so and so job was successfully processed. You will get a notification here. Since we are enabled notify by email address against your job status. So it is saying the job is successfully processed, and this is your history hyperlink. When you click on hyperlink here, you can see the complete your history screen. Okay, and this is your email. This is suppliers, and this is encrypted, and you can be able to see the same output here. Okay. The way you can schedule your BAP reports from reports and analytics. Again, we do have a separate concept for ESA job. Okay. So the same properties, whichever the table properties are there, the save output, time zone, calendar, output name, the same we can use in our busting SQL statement here. The same here. This is a template name, and this is the locale, this is the output format, and this is, yeah, these are the information. The rest are remaining, but the default options we are not populating here. Some things save output, calendar, so on, so information we are not populating. Those are by default. Okay.
So Vijay, you didn't run it through ESS job, right? Still it is not we cover.
Sorry.
We didn't run it through ESS job, correct? This report. Just now you show the output. So is that an ESS job? No, right?
No. That is normal output, right?
Yeah.
As of now, we not created ESS job.
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Still, we are from reports analytics only. From the reports analytics, we are scheduled our BAP job, and we are able to send an email notification to the respective recipients, right?
Directly from the reports.
Reports analytics, exactly. Okay. So how you are going to add the same here is nothing but, so this is our output. Go to the catalog. Verify the output once again here. Just show you the variance. So here I can see the vendor IDs, different vendor IDs, right? Different vendor IDs are available here. So when I run a SQL statement for a busting, with help of the busting SQL statement, I want to send this output for each vendor. For each vendor, I want to send an output. Nothing but I want to divide this PDF for each PDF against each vendor. For example, if I have 100 vendors, nothing but I will get 100 PDF copies. Each PDF can contain each vendor output. As of now, you are getting a consolidated output as an email. So when you achieve through busting concept, then you can divide this split by using split by and delivery by. You can divide the data and you can achieve your busting with help of busting functionality. You can achieve the respective functionality. Okay. So for that, this is my out report, and this is my data model, and this is the busting. The data busting is one of the data model component. Okay, just go navigate the busting, just click on the new, and here this is busting one, something supplier bust, and SQL query, the database. You can select the database and split by delivery. Whichever the main data set groups are available under main data sets, if you have 10 groups, then the complete groups columns are available here. As of now, it is saying we do have one group is available, which is G1 group in your main data set. This is G1 group. G1 group around we have 6 columns are there. Same 6 columns you are able to see here. Vendor ID, enable flag, supplier number, site code, start date, and effective, so on, so a new effective start date. The same delivery by also. I am trying to split by the data vendor ID and delivery by vendor ID. I am trying to set these two columns same, and here the key value always your delivery by. So what is the key delivery by column? Vendor ID. Now we can hard code vendor ID here.
Vijay, sorry, what is the difference between that, like split band? If we take an example.
Yeah, that is I'm saying. I have opened this, right?
Yeah.
This is I want to split by the data vendor ID and delivery by. Okay.
Yeah, and let's say if we have a invoice number as well, so
Yeah,
if we
invoice number.
split by vendor and deliver by invoice,
level, exactly. You can select
so
it.
what will be the result? Like it will send.
It will set it. It will deliver the data based on the invoice ID, but it will generate the document based on the this your
Oh, okay.
vendor IDs.
Okay.
Based on the suppliers.
Okay. Got it.
Now,
So Vijay, it's like let's say supplier has 10 invoices. It will split the document
yes,
by
exactly.
supplier. All 10 invoices will be under one document,
One
right?
document, exactly, one document.
Okay.
Yeah, and it will deliver 10 times, right? Like the same.
No, it will deliver
For
one
each.
time.
Only one time.
Only one time, right? We are setting as a invoice ID, not the vendor ID. When you set it as a vendor ID, it will deliver by 10 times if you have
Right.
10 records.
So the report will be at the supplier level with 10 invoice in one document.
One document. Okay. So based on example, you will came to know here. So this is my vendor ID. And this is a template. So what is the template? Something locally output format. I'm expecting PDF. Delivery channel is email. This is parameter one is to email address. Something which I If you have any doubts while practicing, just you can shoot out an email to this email ID. I will be available. Okay, vijay.techfusion@gmail.com. Parameter two something from address. 3 so and parameter 4 your suppliers, and this is my vendor name, or you can hard code segment 1. Please find attach your suppliers, and parameter 6 is attachment is true. Parameter 7 is not required since it is BCC. Now you can use the from class same as your SQL statement. This is my SQL statement, main data SQL statement. This is my from class. And remove the parameters as of now. Now you can get this segment 1 from supplier table and vendor ID from your supplier table. Okay. Now, for a testing purpose, just try to hard code couple of employees. First, remove this. Otherwise, it will keep on getting any emails. This is vendor ID. I'm trying to set it as for 3 suppliers. Okay. More enough. So I'm getting the data for 3 suppliers. The same you can hard code here also. Or you can use simply from real table if you do not have any condition specific. If you do not have any condition specific, simply you can use from real, so that all would be hard coded. The key value again you can hard code. For example, key value I'm hard code as a 1. Simply here also you can use 1 and you can use as a key value, and you can use a real table, nothing but the consolidate output will send as an email. Or if you want to place an FTP, especially for FTP cases, these vendor IDs would be not required, right? Some cases we are trying to place an consolidate output into my FTP server. The moment you can use a key, that is, we'll see tomorrow the same example. As of now, we'll see the email functionality. Now we can use this busting. Busting and FSCM. This is vendor ID, and add SQL statement and try to save the work. Missing right parenthesis.
You don't have a back clause there.
Where it is?
You didn't put a back
Losses. Are there any issues here? This is successfully saved. Once you add your busting statement here, just navigate to the report level. Report, just navigate to the properties, report properties. Here, enable busting checkbox is there, just need to enable. The way you can create n number of busting components against your data model, but at runtime we need to enable only one busting chart here. Only one busting statement you can enable, but you can create n number of busting statements in your data model. Against the data model, you can create n number of bustings, but you can enable only one busting statement among your busting delivery, busting definitions. Okay. Just click on OK. Now, just do the report here. Here, just click on the schedule. Here also you can schedule the report. The data is okay. Now, if you see the output, use busting definition to determine output and delivery destination. There is no output table, there is no destination table here. When you uncheck this, again you can see the same. Now we are overriding with a busting here. Okay.
Vijay, your screen got frozen. Okay.
Sorry.
Initially, your screen got frozen, so it just got resumed.
Okay. So when you disable the checkbox, you can see the normal scenario, normal functionality this is. So by default, we are enabled our busting definition, right? So these are override, and we can, so it will implement the busting functionality here. This is schedule, the notification. If you want to add any notification here, this is diagnostic. This we will see later. Just try to submit. So this diagnostic nothing but enable SQL plan, enable data engine diagnostic. After execution, you can download your explain plan. Just submit. From test one, just click on OK. Click on OK. Return. And allow. And this is history. This is still running. Just refresh. Now it is succeeded. Test one. So we do have 3 vendors, right? Now we can see the 3 outputs here. This is your template name, BA template, and test one, so on. So this is test one, our job name. This is split by from address to address, so on, so CC, subject, and the status is succeeded. And when you enable, we are enable something, enable SQL plan, the diagnostics, right? So when you enable those checkboxes, these icons would be enabled here at the runtime. When you disable those checkboxes, these are in the gray out status. These are disabled status. This XML data, diagnostics log. When you click on the same, it will download the diagnostics log. Okay. This is complete your diagnostics log. This is your explain plan. How does it work at runtime? This is your output. Okay. Now, if you verify the same here, we have 3 notifications we got. 1, 2, 3. This is hi something your segment 1 supplier number, and this is your vendor ID. You can see only a single record in our output. The same way, when you set it as a invoice ID, based on invoice ID, if you have for that invoice, if you have 10 suppliers, you can see 10 records here. Based on invoice ID, it will split the data. Okay. So this is all about busting. Tomorrow we'll see in this FTP log how we can perform the FTP. I have my own FTP. I will show you tomorrow. That's it for today. Any doubts, any clarifications? Just be practical.